when I entered, I changed the whole process of developing and delivering to production. So we actually moved, and the kind of thing I learned from the last startup. So we moved to a weekly trains of release, and what before they were like working in whatever they thought ready. They moved into the staging environment, and then if it was not ready, it got stuck. Everything got stuck because they already done the merge. So the biggest change was not to move to this weekly releases, was saying QA it properly on your own environment. Don't merge it. It's not ready. Let the other things get into production. We started when we were 25, I think. When I left, the company was 50, and it was all. But yes, it was not perfect. But it's still the most important part, and why it's good is that it enables you to give more ownership. And again, I manage 4 product managers. It enables you to give them the ownership they need, both to the engineers and the product manager, and it enables management to do decision in a higher level, like, because it enables like focus. If you work in squad, even if they're not perfect, it requires you from management perspective to think about how do I split my business objective, to the team. It really enforces you to think in a better way. Let more the augury, because interesting, and some of it I took here is because it got a little bigger, and the whole process we initiated there, and that kind of we took the concept of squad from Spotify when we grew up, and we moved the whole engineering process into squad together with OKRs. I was not doing it myself. I did it with the founders of the company. I think it really was interesting and challenging, to let people understand what it means to go into squads in a not perfect environment. Like, if you think about squads, is you're supposed to have self-sustaining teams working on business KPI. But when you're in small startup and just building the process, you can't afford, you don't have really self-sustaining team. It's like you have a missing here and missing there, and you try. So it's a kind of letting your product managers working in the squads and building this process of squads, while I had to build control of, okay, when it is okay to move one person from one squad to another for a week, okay, because they're not really self-sustained. So feel like they are self-sustained, but the team is still growing, okay, and it's not yet there. And we've done it very similar. We like in what I described now, but in a bigger scale. Like we said, there is a weekly deployment. Each squad is testing. Each squad can define its own process. Like, if they want to work Kanban, if they want to work Scrum, that's fine. But it's okay. They have their own environment of development and QA. And when they think they're ready, they at least 3-4 days before the next week deployment, they need to merge things and get okay. They don't need to be synchronized. So there is every week was deployment, but in each deployment, not all squads contributed something. Okay, so each squad was on pace, and there was a process like coordinating the product managers there, okay, that work and share the information they're running, make sure that what affect the work of one squad on the other, mostly to save things. So that was kind of a whole process we built together.